when and how, if at all, did you ever see the English language as also a prison? Because these two forces seem to work contrapuntally for you.
Not until much later. My discovery of my mother tongue as an instrument of thinking, writing, consciously, so was to come years, later. So you can see in my more recent writings, I keep on talking about the prison house of language. And this is basically because I come to realize what was I doing? Let me put it this way. I was writing, I started writing in 1962. I was a second-year student, I think, at Makerere University College. And Makerere in those days was actually an overseas college of the University of London, as were also many other colleges established in the Caribbean and Malaysia, which had the same kind of pattern of education, which was linked very much to England and so on. So my first four novels, if my first Weep Not Child, The River Between, A Grain of Wheat, and even Petals of Blood were all written in English. But if you look at the content, I'm talking about the history of Kenya, the struggles of ordinary men and women in Kenya, but I was making them articulate their own thinking in English. Yeah. So I keep on talking much more. Recently I talk a lot about prison house of English and French and Portuguese for an African writer. Yeah. This doesn't mean by any that English language or French don't have much to offer. They have a lot to offer. And as I say, my Shakespeare is always around me, right? Even when I went to prison in 1977, I remember thinking about a character in Shakespeare, Richard I, I think, who was imprisoned, the king who is imprisoned, and that kind of thing. So Shakespeare is all around me, but so I make a distinction between English as a language and whatever is contained in English. And my argument has been that English and French are not more of languages than any other, So I say we actually live through a lie. By a lie, I mean when we are conditioned to associate knowledge, the act of knowing, associating it with English, so that what is in English sounds clever, intelligent, and more articulate. And what is in Gikuyu or an African language sounds a little bit like, oh wow, not really, not real knowledge, yeah.